Accessories are such an easy way to elevate any outfit, and there are 8 fall accessory trends for 2023 that I want to talk about in this video. And I have 2 bags that I recently purchased that I am obsessed with. I deliberated over them for a long time, and I want to show them to you in this video. So let's start off with a really simple one that really never goes out of style, but it was very big on the fall runways, and I just feel like we're gonna see a lot of them this fall, and it's scarves. And I mean like the big, like the ones that really keep you warm, not so much the little teeny tiny ones that are just for show, but the ones that you would, you know, really keep your neck warm with. Now, a few years ago, several years ago, there was the infinity scarf and there was the circle scarf, and we were tying them up to look like a circle scarf. That is a little bit dated. I don't really think you're gonna find any circle scarves for sale or infinity scarves. It's more so the regular big scarves, and you fold it over and you put it around your neck, kind of like the traditional way is more so what's in style. There's a lot of videos on how to tie a scarf, and the scarves are, maybe there's some plaids, but also just a beautiful brown cashmere. The scarves that are more in style for fall 2023 are more classic and traditional, as opposed to, you know, you remember several years ago, scarves came in like every shape, size, color, print imaginable. We're not quite there this season. So we had an era of everything being very dainty, and dainty jewelry is very classic, never goes out of style. But right now we're having a little bit more of an era of statement jewelry, and not so much, like, let me paint a picture. Do you remember many years ago, 10 years ago, I guess, we all were wearing the same bubble necklace, and we were all wearing the same long necklace with the same feather or stone, or it was just like a very big thing that it seemed like everybody and their mother had a bubble necklace or one of those stone necklaces. It's not like that. Like, that was definitely a statement. But this is more statement jewelry that's more unique and individual. Like, you find that really cool earring that just looks so unique and exotic, not mass manufactured. I would really look for something that just looks unique and something that feels special to you. Along the same kind of genre of the statement jewelry are chunky chains. And we've seen chunky chains for at least the last couple of years, but they have become even more chunky. And I've seen, you know, some of the high fashion stores, they're like really big chains. That's very cool. I feel like if you had somewhere to wear that to, but as an everyday, that would be tough, especially here in Florida. I just feel like my neck would get sweaty. But the chains that I normally wear, I got a new one. I had to finally retire the one that I was wearing all the time. But I have a new one. I think it's by Miranda Fry. And something like that is a beautiful statement piece that you could wear every day. It doesn't make such a statement that you can't wear other jewelry with it, but it does look really beautiful, especially with more casual pieces, just to elevate your look a bit. And that's how I feel like a lot of these pieces are, like the watch or my cuff bracelet or, you know, my little ring. They elevate my outfit a bit more, even when I'm wearing something that's just very neutral and normal. And I just think it looks more pulled together with these little pieces added than it does without. I mentioned this in another trend video, but it's definitely worth mentioning here because it is a very big earring of the season, and it's the Bottega drop earrings. I don't know if anyone of us are going to buy the Bottega drop earrings. Imagine how upset you would be if one fell out when you're out and about and you just lost one. I would definitely, there's also a trend going on where it's like you wear just one earring or it's asymmetrical. I would just have to pretend that's what I was doing. But I think everyone would be like, no girl, you just lost your earring. But as fashion does, there's a lot of earrings out there that look very similar to the Bottega earrings, but don't even remotely come close to costing that much. I have found some from Anthropologie. I will link those below. I really love this. Like, I have these on, and so I didn't need another one that was quite so similar to this, but I did find one from Anthropologie that is similar to this, but it is a little bit different. That doesn't make any sense. I will link them below, but there's just a lot of really beautiful dupes of that Bottega earring that are way more affordable, that I just think are so beautiful and so classy looking. I cannot believe I'm mentioning this in this video, and I just really never thought that this was gonna take off. I thought it was gonna be one of those things you see on celebrities, and you know, it just never really takes off into mainstream, but it is, and it's the flower. So it came up, and it was definitely on a, I think maybe last fall or something, a trend that I was not gonna wear, okay? And I kind of still stand by that. But of course, since then, there's been more variations of this flower that have come out, and you don't just have to wear it on your neck or on your boobs like we were seeing. So now we're seeing handbags come out with these beautiful flowers. There's been some less ostentatious jewelry with the flowers that have come out that I think are really beautiful. And then I was at my mother's house and we were looking at her jewelry and my kids were playing in it. And we found a necklace that definitely looks like this trend. I know she doesn't really wear it anymore. She bought it a long time ago. It's a very nice piece. So I said, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna play around with it. It is a little bit like, I don't normally wear things that are that statement-y around my neck, but let me just play with it. So let's talk about belts for a second. Which belts are trending for fall 2023? Well, back to that whole quiet luxury trend, the skinny, logo-less or very teeny tiny logo belts are very much on trend. Now with belts, I think they're one of those things you should just wear what looks best with your outfit and what you like the best and what looks good on you, you know, because wide belts work for some people, not for others. Skinny belts work for some people, not for others. But the big trend that's happening right now are the little skinny leather belts. Even the major luxury designers are making their belts with teeny tiny logos. It's a lot less ostentatious. And with belts, a lot of you guys always ask me like, hey, what belts are those? Or where do I find a good belt? When it comes to belts, for me personally, the ones that I have bought in the past that are very just inexpensive, they crack, they don't look good, I don't know, they just look kind of cheap. And I end up wearing them probably once and then never wearing them again. But the ones that I have by Below the Belt is my favorite belt brand. They're super high quality, the buckle is high quality, the leather is high quality, and I wear those to death. I do love to wear belts. If you don't like belts, do not go spend a bunch of money on belts. But I love these. They're so cute, super high quality. Now, saying all that, I did find one belt on Amazon that I actually really like, and it was not expensive. And this is like, I mean, like finding a needle in a haystack, because almost all the belts I've ordered on Amazon, except for this one, have just been like, ugh, like they just don't look good. They don't look as good as I want them to, but this one actually is really cute and I've worn it several times. I will link it below, hopefully it's still available. A big trend for 2023 and on into fall is going to be cuffs and bangles and big statement bracelets. I shared with you a couple months ago, I bought a cuff from, I think it was Nordstrom, and it's an 18 karat gold cuff. It looks beautiful, it looks high quality, and I have worn that so much. I either wear my Lord Green watch if I'm being more casual, like something like this, but if I was going out for the evening or if it's something a little bit more dressed up, I'll wear my cuff. Now I also, at a little boutique I found by the beach, I bought these little cheap, inexpensive stretch bracelets, which I kind of wish I would have gotten like something a little bit nicer because they've already kind of dented, but I love that look as well. I did find some on Revolve that look a little bit better quality. Bangles have been such a cute trend this year. I think they're very cute. They're just very like 80s inspired, but still look very classic, and they're not super crazy colors. They're just more like subdued colors. So I think they're really beautiful. Cezanne has some bangles right now that are really beautiful. I'll link those below as well. I'm gonna link several jewelry pieces below because I've just found so many I think are so cute for the season. Pearls are one of those items that just kind of goes in and out of fashion, but they're always classic. And I think when we think of pearls, we think of the simple little strand or the little pearl studs, and those are always a classic piece of jewelry. However, pearls have been a trend in fashion for the last couple of years, and we're seeing them come out in a lot more like statement pieces. Like it would be huge pearl, like huge, lots of strands of pearls for a necklace, or big clumps of pearl earrings, just something that's a lot more statement-y than your traditional classic pearl. I did find, I'm generally, for the most part, I'm not a pearl person, but I did find some earrings, they're pearl earrings, and they're just like classy, dainty, but still unique and special. At least that's how I feel about them. And I really like them. I feel like it's something different. It's something different than I normally wear. So I will link those below, but they're just very cute, very understated, but they're still kind of make a statement. That doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense to me. So a big trend happening right now, and it's gonna be happening for a while, is the quiet luxury trend. We've talked about that. Lots of people have talked about it. And so one accessory that goes along with that trend are logoless, but very high quality handbags. So this is where I talk about my 2 new bags that I have. I have a hobo bag that I've had for, I don't know, 12 years or something. And it's just been kind of like, I'll throw it on if I'm going to run errands or just kind of need to do everyday stuff. But I found myself more and more thinking, gosh, this is really like dragging down my outfit, especially, which I mentioned in this video, I would make a point to get dressed even if I'm just running errands or whatever. And so I would do this and I'd be like, well, I just don't really like this bag. It's not really working for me. So I've been on the hunt for a smaller, structured, more structured looking, very neutral handbag that I could just use every day. And I found that and more. So this brand called Songmont, I was served a lot of ads on Instagram. Instagram knows me very, very well. And I eventually was like, okay, I'm gonna try this because it is pretty cute. And I have used this bag so much. I've been using it as my everyday bag. It's a beautiful, nice leather. And so I just have it with the shorter strap for that purpose. But then I had to go to a very casual, like beachy wedding, and I used it as a smaller version as my little clutch handbag. And it was just so perfect for that occasion. Now it does have a longer strap too, if I want to wear it as a crossbody. I haven't done that yet, but I like the option. And also if I wanted my hands free, I have that option as well. It's just the perfect little size. It fits my wallet, fits my phone, but it's not so big that I end up putting, you know, a million things inside. So the other bag that I just got this one, like, I mean, it just came in about a few days ago, and it's this little black structured bag. I'm very into the structured look right now. It's by this brand, I know I'm going to mispronounce it, Demilier. I'll put it up on the screen for you. I'm sure someone will correct me. But I love the look. I love that it has that gold on the front, but it doesn't have a logo anywhere. And I ended up getting this smaller version because I just kind of wanted, I already have a black on black Gucci handbag, which I have used so much, which, I mean, I realized, oh wow, I do actually use a black bag quite often. So I was very okay with getting another one. I felt like I needed it. So I got the smaller size in this. I love how structured it is. It fits my phone. It fits my, you know, my necessities if I'm going to go out or something. But this is definitely like an evening bag or somewhere where I would bring, where I just want a little clutch, you know, maybe if it's a cocktail party, something like that. And I just think these are so cute. They have so many beautiful styles. I feel like this will not be my last bag that I buy from them. I'll link them below, but if you've been looking for a bag, just like very subtle, you know, doesn't scream logo, but it's very well made, I would highly suggest checking them out. Now you might be wondering, if you watch some of my videos, why did I not choose to buy the Polène handbag? And when I was in New York City, I went to their store, I tried on the bags, I just, you know, I was very much thinking that is what I wanted, but for some reason I couldn't pull the trigger. It's like, I don't know what it was, maybe it just wasn't exactly what I wanted. So I never pulled the trigger on it, but then I saw the Songmont bag and it just, I don't know, it had something that I needed that the other bag, the Polène bags, did not. So that's what I ended up choosing, but I do love Polène as well. And of course, buying these handbags, you're not paying for the luxury brand name, so they are much less expensive than a Gucci or YSL or anything like that. So those were the fall accessory trends I wanted to talk about. Let me know what you think, or if there's any accessories that you're really excited about, or something you already have or you're bringing back out. I will link everything I talk about in the video below in the description box. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down. Consider subscribing if you're new here, and I'll see you next time.